Greetings, Royal Family. Welcome to another episode of the Morning Boogie with me, Royal B. Happy Saturday. It is Saturday, June 6th, 2020. Welcome. Let's see, I already know, Josie's in here trying it. Greetings, Sky Girl. Welcome. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button as you are rolling in. So just got a couple of things that I wanted to discuss with you guys this morning. Won't be before you long. Snoop Dogg is on the list. TRINA, Lord, is on the list again. Carl Crawford is on the list. Angela Simmons and these growing up hip hop folk are on the list. So how's everybody doing on this glorious morning, huh? Everyone had their breakfast? Everyone alive and well? Make sure you're dropping your comments. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm trying to get this audio together because TRINA is out here on an apology tour. She's apologizing every 5 minutes because she got canceled the other day. Okay, so she was on her Trick and Trina morning show on 99 Jams, and the topic of the protests came up. Well, TRINA got emotional. She got hyper. She got super offensive. She was mad. And she said some things that caused her to get canceled. I'm telling you, the cancellation culture headquarters is working overtime lately. Who's canceled next? I don't even know. I haven't got any notification as far as who is canceled. I'm sure by the end of the day, I'll find out. All right, we're about 2 minutes in. Greetings. Tisha's Take. Good morning. Greetings. Welcome. Happy Saturday. All right, so let's get this over with quickly, okay? Because I don't want to hear any more apologies from Miss TRINA. Now, she can say what she wants. She can apologize. But one thing's for certain. Miss Kaya Motormouth is going to get on that behind. Now, I'm not condoning it, but I already know that Kaya is going to be offensive times 20. Isn't she always? Kaya got it. Kaya done got on Twitter. Kaya is using her Twitter account and sending the message very strong and clear that TRINA is on the docket. All right, so you guys already know what TRINA said on, Trick and Trina morning show. She issued an apology, 99 Jams on their Twitter page. They posted that TRINA will be going live, the following morning. She'll be live on the show the following morning to address her recent comments. And let me tell you why I thought that was funny, because they pressed the gas on her behind. They said, you better apologize and you better clean this up. And she attempted to do so. All right. So now that I got the audio together, like to hear it? Here you go.
The Trick and Trina morning show. I'm Trina, Tip Daddy Dollar. Just want to say I apologize sincerely to everybody I offended by what I said. I spoke passionately about how I felt about people destroying our community here in Miami, Florida, Dade County, Liberty City, the inner cities. I was speaking about the community. I'm not trying to take away anything from anybody that has been harassed or bullied or abused or anything from the police. That's never where I was coming from or any type of ill intention whatsoever. And I can see where that was insensitive. So I apologize for that also, because in no form, was that what I meant? So I take full responsibility because it was a mistake. It came off wrong. I didn't say the right thing. So I understand why people are in attack mode or feeling that way. But I would never, ever say my people, black people are animals. That's not Trina.
There you have it. She apologized. No? Is that an apology? Well, some people said, we don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? And she also, she talked about it a little bit more, but it was just a little repetitive, and a lot of her sentences weren't strung together properly. She should have actually had a statement prepared. But some people weren't buying it, okay? Some people were typing on Twitter or commenting on Twitter, sorry, we're not accepting any apologies at this time. They were hard on her, and that's fine. She issued another apology because people were not feeling it. And she wrote this long statement. I don't even know if y'all could see this, but yeah, I'll read it. I like reading out loud. You know when you were in school and the teacher called on you to read out loud? You know, some kids was sinking their chair. Some kids were eager. As you can tell, me and my nerdy self, I was very eager to read out loud. You know, I'm so excited. I'm such a dork. Anywho, so yeah, this was on her Instagram. So this seems like this was a statement that was prepared by, I don't know, a representative of hers of sorts. But this one, I believe, I don't know if you guys saw this, but this one I totally believe. Anyway, let me read this real quick. So Trina goes, this week felt like an out-of-body experience. I am a roller coaster of emotions brought on by the events of the world we all live in. See, this sounds like she had somebody prepare this for her, which is fine. These are times of great turmoil. Is that what that was supposed to say? Tumult and trauma. Anyway, I am not perfect. I've fallen short. I've been racially profiled, and I've had trouble articulating my emotions in the face of personal frustration. I don't want my people to question if I stand with them. I do. I bleed the same blood. I feel exactly what you feel. Please don't allow my delivery to confuse my stance on equality, on justice, which is essential for all people. I take full responsibility for my actions and for any confusion that I might have caused regarding my feelings on what we're all dealing with right now. When I said what I said, I was actually upset with those who are using the peaceful demonstrations as a vehicle for their own intentions. There's never an excuse for evil in these trying times. This is incredibly personal to me. I remember when Arthur McDuffie was killed by police and the riots that gripped Overtown in Miami as a whole. I was just a kid living with my family, and it stayed with me. It's just as real now as it was 40 years ago. From the bottom of my heart, I sincerely apologize for any grief I have caused. I live my life on the values of respect and regard for all people, and I will continue to do so. None of us are perfect, but thank God we have the ability to reflect, dissect, and begin anew. I said, okay. Cute. Your homegirl gave, you know what I'm saying, type that up for you for a little $100. Okay. But, oh my gosh, one of my neighbors loves that motorbike. That thing is so annoying. Anyway, I am here for anybody who can get dragged on a public platform, acknowledge what they said, or someone point out what they said and how something made them feel, right? And then get back on that same public platform and apologize more than once. She also said that she spoke with some police chiefs or something like that, and she has a better understanding. And Trick basically was saying that, I know Trina. Anybody who knows Trina knows that she cares, et cetera, et cetera. Here's my question, right? People are saying, oh, well, no, she's still canceled. It's a wrap. People are saying it on social media. And that's fine. If you want to cancel, you can cancel whoever you want to cancel. It makes no difference to me. But this is what I want to ask. When, let's say you have a friend or a cousin, a sister, whatever, someone who you're cool with, and they say something, right? Or a significant other, and they say something to you. And after everything calms down, you go to that person and you express to them, hey, I don't like when you said X, Y, and Z. When you said X, Y, and Z, it made me feel A, B, and C. And this is why, right? When you go ahead and express that to somebody, 9 times out of 10, aren't most people looking for the person to acknowledge what they did, hear how something made you feel, possibly apologize, and then change the behavior? No? Isn't that what people expect, I guess? You expect someone to acknowledge what they did wrong when you confront them. I'm talking about in your personal lives. Never mind a Trick or a Trina or a morning show or a public figure. Don't you? When you confront somebody about something that you don't like that they did, or something that they did or said offended you, right? Aren't you expecting them to acknowledge how something made you feel that you didn't like? And then when they issue you an apology, it's up to you whether you accept it or reject it. But when they issue an apology followed by changed behavior, isn't that a good thing? I'm just asking. So sometimes when these public figures, right? Some of them, okay, not all, some of them apologize. The first thing that I see in the comments, like for this, well, she turned her comments off on this IG post. And that's the first thing that I noticed before I even read the statement. I noticed that she turned her comments off, and I said, yeah, pretty much. Because I know it would have been riddled with, girl, whatever, you fake, you phony, you this, you that. Kaya gonna get your behind, yada, yada, But you know what, Trina, you are going to have to feel it a little bit, because then you'll think twice before you speak. But I do believe that she is going through a lot. I'm not making an excuse for her, but I do feel that she is going through a lot. And if she is not getting any grief counseling, I think that she should. I think there's a lot going on, And to make matters, Kaya is going to get in that behind. Bobby Lights recently did a video where he addressed Kaya, and I have to say that was a mess. I know that Kaya goes below the belt also. That is a mess when Kaya does it. Sometimes things could just go too far and people don't care. It was just all a mess, and this is all bad. So anyway, let me know what you think. I'm off that because I saw that Bobby Lights video, and I was saddened by that. Moving along. Lanithia Leakes. Everyone's favorite, right? She, that NENE is such a clown, man. I'm telling you. So she basically addressed the cheating rumors. She responds to the cheating rumors. So rumors recently circulated, right, that NENE has been seeing a man named Rodney White since 2017 and has been openly kissing, cuddling, and sitting on the lap of this tall, handsome black man. I did talk about this in a previous video. So not only that, right, but Page Six also reported that NENE was openly leaving heart eye emojis on his page. I did cover that as well. Page Six was one of my sources. And Kenya, she claims she's going around doing interviews and she's being asked questions, of course. And she claims that several other housewives from different franchises also, knew about NENE's cheating. Well, NENE is funny to me. Oh my gosh. Hold on, y'all. According to NENE herself, right? NENE says that this is absolutely, quote unquote, true. Oh, God. So NENE, the OG, she responded to the allegations, right, with a picture of her and Greg all booed up. And she's sarcastically, I love a good sarcastic tone, you know. She sarcastically confirmed that they're both cheaters in their unbreakable bond of marriage. So in this picture that she posted on her social media, the caption reads, "The bond is unbreakable. Everything else might break though, but not the bond. For real though, we've been working on something very special lately. No, not our marriage, fool, because we both got side pieces." I can hear NENE saying this and laughing at the same time. Anyway, she continued on. "We've been working on something we hope to invite you into for cocktails, small bites, smooth music, and an amazing atmosphere on the north side of Atlanta. Let us cheat in peace and mind your business, please." So to me, it sounds like she's going to be opening up a restaurant of sorts. I don't see why not. I think Atlanta is a great place to open up, maybe not now, but you know, a great place to open up a like a lounge or anything like that. But baby, I love this. See, this is something I would say. I'd be like, yes, me and my husband, we are cheating. We are happily cheating on each other. So leave us alone. You know, I think the way that she responded to this is perfect. I love, like I said, I love a good sarcastic statement, a sarcastic tone. And she's got things, she's working on some things. NENE hasn't done any interviews, to my knowledge, since Housewives ended, right? The reunion, that is, since the last virtual reunion. You know, a lot of other people are out doing interviews, and that's fine. You know, it is what it is. Got to keep, you know, your name circulating in the algorithm of social media. Ain't mad at it. But I'd be interested in seeing NENE opening up a bar / lounge / restaurant. You know, her and Peter Thomas are still cool. So, which is Cynthia's ex-husband. So I'm pretty sure he's probably giving her some tips. Now, see, I just thought of this. Do you guys remember when NENE was basically saying that Lisa Vanderpump stole her idea, or there was a place that NENE had her eye on because she kind of wanted to open up a restaurant, and then Lisa Vanderpump turned around, bought the restaurant of something like that. And yeah, anyway, you know what? Let me leave that alone, because then that's gonna be a debate. NENE was talking about candy, and I'm like, I still don't think so. But anywho, let me know what you think. If you live in the Atlanta area, would you go to visit a NENE Leakes, Greg Leakes, G Money, come and get this honey lounge? I would. Good luck to you, NENE. Hopefully your restaurant will be, or whatever, your bar, lounge, restaurant will be extremely successful. All right, let's move along. Snoop D-O double jizzle, right? He is going to be voting for the first time come November. Can you believe this? So he was on the Big Boy in the Morning the other day. And he said that November will mark the first time that he's ever voted, because previously he thought that he wasn't able to vote since he had a criminal record. Isn't this interesting? And he says, quote, "I ain't never voted a day in my life, but this year I think I'm going to get out and vote because I can't stand to see this punk in office one more year. For many years, they had me brainwashed." I'm trying to talk like Snoop. I don't even know if that's how he sounds. I can't sound high, so anyway. "For many years, they had me brainwashed, fool." It's like, no, he didn't say fool. Thinking you couldn't vote because you had a criminal record. I didn't know that. My record's been expunged, so now I can vote. So he was asked, will 2020 again mark the first time that he votes? And Snoop says definitely. He also addressed the protests that have been going on, across the country, pointing out that the black community should not be solely blamed for the destruction of property. And he commented on that by saying, let's be real. I've seen more white faces looting, running out of stores, setting fires, throwing bricks. That's not our forte. That ain't what we do. We steal. We don't set fires and all that. No, not all of us steal, Snoop, but I get it. That's crazy. He said we steal, but we don't set fires. Oh, God. He was probably high. Now, I didn't see the actual video. I didn't want to watch the video. So maybe he said it in a joking manner. But listen, Trina just got canceled. Well, I think her cancellation is still, active, Snoop. You could be next. He also went on to say that people need to start giving the black community more credit for stopping like the arson and the looting, because many black people and even gang members were protecting the businesses being destroyed. Now, that's true. There were people who were protesting, and then there are people who wanted to incite melee and agent provocateurs, they call them. I think that's the correct terminology, where people are intentionally set out to go in certain areas to, set things on fire, destroy things. I think it was in New York too. They found like a plastic bin filled with bricks. If I'm not mistaken, the same thing in Atlanta before they destroyed the CNN building in Atlanta. They found a stack of bricks off in the corner. So there were people who were protecting certain businesses out there. A lot of black people. There were black people who were protecting police officers who were being attacked and jumped and stuff like that. So yeah, I understand what he's saying, and I think because of social media, as some unbiased media outlets, we see that, we see people reporting firsthand that no, it's not this demographic that's doing this. It's these people coming in from other neighborhoods and creating all this chaos. So people are smarter than that. They're not falling for the okie doke. All right. Well, Snoop, I hope you registered to vote, Snoop, D-O-double, Jizzle. I should put the link in here. I'm gonna have to find the link, child. Yeah, if you can check to see if you're registered to vote. I might put it in the comment section after the video processes. But yeah, you can check to see if you're registered to vote. Look, this is my opinion. I feel that you have the right to vote, and you also have the right not to vote. If you choose to vote, you can vote for whoever the heck you want to vote for. I don't. People say they respect people's choices, but sometimes their behaviors show otherwise. You know what I mean? If somebody says, I'm voting for A. Oh, you voting for A? You crazy? Why are you voting for A? It's their vote. People can vote for whoever the heck they want to. I encourage people to vote. Understand what you're voting for. Understand how your vote works, especially depending on the state that you're living in. So just educate yourself, man, and don't let people pressure you into. Let me tell you a statement to me that I think is offensive. Your ancestor died for you to have the right to vote. Really? That's what you think they died for me to have the right to vote in a presidential election? Most of my ancestors, I'm talking about going way back, who didn't have any of the privileges that I have now, they wasn't thinking about no election booth and Republican, Democrat. They wasn't thinking about that. Trust me. When you are trying to survive and hoping and praying that you live to see another day, a presidential candidate is the last thing on your mind. So when people say that, it's like, do you realize what you say? Who told you that? Who told you that my ancestor died for me to have the right to vote? If that's the case, then they died also for me to express my right not to vote. Nah, they wasn't thinking about no ballot box and the electoral college. They wouldn't think about that. Anyway, let's move along. Carl Crawford. See, I'm learning when to, wrap it up and quit while I'm ahead. Carl Crawford. He is in the news yet again. He was reportedly arrested for domestic violence for an incident that happened last month. Police say that he was arrested for allegedly assaulting his ex-girlfriend during an argument over a man she had started dating. His ex-girlfriend, huh? Carl and this woman have a 1-year-old daughter, and they are said to have dated for 2 years, but they recently broke up. Now, according to reports, on May 8th, Carl went to his ex's home, produced a hammer that goes pew, pew, pew. Not a hammer that you use to, bang a nail in the wall. I got to watch what I say, guys. And demanded information on her latest relationship. He's accused of unloading the hammer that goes pew, pew, pew in her presence. Wow. The woman claims that he pushed her to the floor, slammed her head against the wall, and choked her. Police allege that their daughter walked up and distracted him, allowing the woman, her mother, to flee the scene. Police were called and noted pink areas to her neck and hand injury. This is some of these mother blanking men. She claims that that Carl has also began to send her threatening text messages. She says that one text message said, "That wasn't a beating. You just mad I made you confess." So he was arrested and freed on a $50,000 bond. And prior to that, he was in the news after, a 25-year-old woman and a 5-year-old child, sadly drowned and died at his Houston home. So he's been wrapped up in a lot of controversy lately, and this is not a good look. So if these allegations are true, Carl, you got some splaining to do. Your ex? Why? You know what? If this is true, some of these men are extremely controlling. Let me check in with everybody in the chat before I move on. Sky Girl's in here. Hey, hey. Josie's in here. Tisha's Take. Hey, hey. Who else am I missing? Am I missing anybody? Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Lashia. Hey. 89. Welcome. Trina's canceled. Trina is a Republican. Really? She is? Well, you know what? I'm not even surprised. I'm not surprised. But I would do it then. I would be like, girl, that came out all wrong. NENE is reading, people. That was a read. Yeah, that would be cool for NENE to open up like a bar lounge, I think that'd be fun. That's sad for Snoop, right? That he never voted because of his criminal record. Agent of Chaos. I am. It was Freedom, which received to lack now. Yep. Card is canceled too. Oh man. And I wonder what's going on with the label with him and Meg, right? You don't really hear much of anything about that anymore. I don't know. What's going on with Coral? This is gross, though. I mean, you gotta watch what I say. All right, Carl, you good? You in trouble? Good, and I hope they throw the book at you if you are found guilty. Now, if this is all a lie, then I think that woman should be locked up and pay some fines. Anyway, all right, it's growing up hip hop time, y'all. I always like to do a recap the day after I do my review. Did you guys watch my review? If not, it's up. Thank you to those of you who viewed the Growing Up Hip Hop episode 21, I think it is, a season 5 review. So Angela, speaking of Growing Up Hip Hop, Angela, she was recently in the press talking about her body and positive body image and things like that. She's been confidently showing off her her healthy figure and talking about her healthy lifestyle online. For a while now, she has her organization Built Not Bought. I don't. What does her organization do? Built Not Bought, right? Is it a what is it? Like, can you buy clothes? Is it like a fitness thing where there's a dietitian, nutritionist giving tips? Like, what is Built Not Bought? I guess I should have looked it up, right? Anybody want to Google it real quick for me? I appreciate it. But what is Built Not Bought? I understand the concept behind Built Not Bought because she talks about it. But what is it though? Is it a women's support group? Anyway. So she's basically proud, right? Which she should be, of what she's been naturally, doing, changing her lifestyle, promoting healthy eating, exercise, promoting confidence in her body. I get it. Now, we all know a few months back, Romeo, he claims that he cut ties with her because he thought that her photos that she was posting online were a bit risque, for her brand and her image. He said that, you're Angela Simmons, you're Rev Run's daughter, yada, yada. So Angela, she didn't care. She wasn't afraid to lose this quote unquote friend of hers over doing, what makes her happy. And it's showing off her hard work. She has worked hard. She explained in the recent episode of Growing Up Hip Hop that she's always been mindful of her natural body. She said even in high school, she's worked hard to keep herself together inside and out. She said she didn't like the way that she looked, and they showed old pictures on the episode. This is when she was talking to her sister, who was going through a lot emotionally and physically. So in a statement in this article that I was reading recently, she wrote, "I really don't care what anyone else has to say about how I show my body. I hope I can be an inspiration for my sister because it took me a while to get where I'm at." So speaking of her sister, Vanessa, I really hope that Vanessa gets to the root of whatever the issue is, because I just think that it's more than just the weight, it's really sad. She just said that she put on a lot of weight recently. She's accustomed to being a certain body size. She was a Ford model. Now, I wonder if it's difficult for her to get gigs now because these agencies or these jobs, she goes to audition. What do they point out? The fact that she's gotten a little thicker. And I think the weight looks great on her, but I can say that from the outside looking in, she's obviously not comfortable with herself. Is it that? Is it because maybe she's in a relationship that is becoming, I was reading the comments, and all the way up north, shout out to the Bay Area, pointed out that Vanessa has been in a 15-year relationship, I'm assuming with her daughter's father, and she isn't married, and maybe the relationship is stagnant, because when her and TT were talking, TT pointed out she never thought that she would have a baby without a ring, and they were talking about marriage. And now that I think about it, in the previous episode before the most recent one, you see Vanessa talking to Sean, asking if he plans on proposing. Are they going to get married? So maybe, I don't know, maybe Vanessa feels like I'm not married. Maybe she's not. Who knows? It could be a multitude of things. But I found that anxiety that she experienced surprising. She had such high anxiety at this photo shoot. And Vanessa is immature. I mean, not Vanessa. Angela is immature. I feel that Angela, it's not that she doesn't care, right? But I think that Angela is just like, oh, I don't want to hear it. Like, she's very insensitive and she's immature. And I think that it would be in Vanessa's best interest to continue to surround herself with people like TT, because I see, their chemistry is, as far as friends is concerned, it's good. It's a good vibe. TT can relate. She said that she had a eating disorder at one point. TT's very compassionate. I do feel that if Vanessa is lined up with the right people and continues to keep the right people around her, she will be guided in the right direction, and what I mean by that is she is somebody who has the privilege to seek help, and she can have her help customized, meaning she can have a personal chef, a personal dietitian, a personal nutritionist. She can have a personal trainer, a therapist. You know what I'm saying? She has the resources to get all of these. She has the means and has access to all of these resources. So hopefully she will understand that maybe step one would be to see a therapist who can get to the root of the issue and help her just navigate through this thing, because I think she will be fine. I think she definitely will be fine, but she needs to steer clear of leaning toward Angela for support and compassion, because it's like being in an abusive relationship. If you keep showing how sad you are, if you keep showing, oh, how much I need you, they're just going to continue this. You're just making it okay for them to kind of dismiss you and be abusive. And, that's a little dramatic, but Angela is her sister, and she's expecting Angela to be receptive of her pain that she's going through. Angela, she's just not that. She can't give that to you. She can't. And she's displayed this over the years, even when they had their own reality show back in the day. Angela is very, I don't care, like, whatever, So how many times does Angela have to, how many years, decades does Angela have to show you this for you to kind of get it, So hopefully Vanessa can move on. Vanessa is going through her weight issues, which is emotional. Right, that's what I'm saying. It is her weight issues, right, is what she's saying. But that is what's underneath that. What is it? Like, is it really just about the weight? And like I said, I'm surprised because she really got very unnerved. Like, she got unnerved when she was sitting with TT at the restaurant. She got unnerved when she visited TT. She got unnerved when she was at the photo shoot. On a previous episode, she got unnerved when she was trying to talk to Angela about having weight issues, and Tanise was there. And even Tanise was looking at Angela like, oh God, here we go with Vanessa being dramatic. I caught that look, and this is when she stepped on the scale. Angela was like, no, it's not about the number, yada yada. Like, it just came out of, not that it came out of left field, but it's like, girl, it's a cry for help. Yes, it is the weight issues, but something underneath that. There's something underneath that. That's why I think she needs to stay away from Angela. Angela's behind was in therapy for one episode. Remember that? And out of all the things for her to talk about, she brought up Romeo, which is fine. I guess you got to bring up everything in therapy. But girl, the cameras are rolling. Cut it out. So, I turned 55 on Friday. You got cocoa weight. Angela didn't look that great. We're at an age where it's hard to lose it. But at the same token, true. But at the same token, I agree with Angela as far as it's a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because she was in a position where she didn't like herself either. And she admitted that she thought about plastic surgery. So she is at a point in her life where Vanessa is right now. Like, she can relate to Vanessa. But if Angela was a more, emotionally expressive and compassionate person, she could help her sister. But she's not. So, I don't know. I think that Vanessa needs to get to the root of the problem. And a little bit of counseling is not going to hurt nobody at all. I turned 55 on Friday. Girl, I did a tummy tuck. Don't do it. Remember Tammy, right? From Waka Flocka's wife, Tammy Rivera. I think that's her last name. She was recently talking about regretting having liposuction. She talked about how she was like in so much pain. She wished she would have never done it. Did she say she had scar, like it left her with permanent scars, all types of stuff? So her going to have a consultation is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, listen, if she decides to go through with her plastic surgery, that's her choice. But again, you know, Angela asked her, are you going to do other things before you consider plastic surgery? Like, I thought that was a good question. You did a tummy tuck. You're recovering 2 years. 2 years later? Wow. 2 years? Yikes. Yeah, man. I'll tell you, you got to be, especially with some of these doctors, you got to be careful, man. You just really have to be careful. And, you know, of course, Angela's going to roll her eyes because she has this whole brand built, not bought. So, you know, and it is hard work. You know what I mean? It is a lifestyle change. It indeed is. But again, if Angela was a different kind of person, you could help your sister. But Vanessa girl, just move on. She ain't gonna. And that Tanise looks like JoJo. It's like JoJo married someone that could pass as his sister, right? I thought that was weird. You had narcosis twice? Wow. That's wild. Yeah, it's very scary. It's very scary. Look, some people have success stories, yeah, but some people don't. It's like it's very hard. I understand. People want to, you know, they want to be able to get things done and then on top of that work on themselves too. But you know, they want a little nip, little tuck. But Tammy Rivera was talking about her story. She said she absolutely regretted it, you know. Absolutely regret it. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button as you coming in. Are y'all following me on social media? I'm trying to get myself more organized on social media. I have devised a plan, so that's good. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter. She_Royal B on both Instagram and Twitter. Just like it's spelled on the channel. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. I don't mind. Make sure you comment. You keep your respectful comments. I appreciate all of you who come in the chat, who comment, and who share your respectful comments. I appreciate y'all keeping these royal headquarters nice and clean. But yeah, if you figure out Instagram, you have a lot of followers on Twitter. Well, tell your followers to follow me. You be on Twitter. I have a lot of followers on Twitter, but you go in on the Cheeto head. Listen, you're not the baby. I have a video that I'm supposed to be recording now, but whatever. I have a video that I'm gonna put out probably like at 1:00. It'll probably be up. Baby, wait to make sure your notifications are on, y'all, if you're subscribed. If you're not getting all of my notifications, next to the subscribe button, click the notification bell and click it off or click it to none and then click it back to all. You know, I don't know. And then you have to make sure that your notifications are enabled on the YouTube app on your phone. Go into your settings, go to apps, and then if you see whatever apps you have downloaded, you see YouTube, make sure it's selected to allow all notification. That's from your phone via the app. But honey, now I don't talk about Cheeto Head. I read a lot of the comments on Twitter though. Twitter be having me rolling. Greetings, everyone. If you're just joining, we talked about Snoop Dogg. He's going to be voting for the first time come November. He said that he was under the impression that he couldn't vote because of his criminal record. But now Uncle Snoop D.O. Double Jizzle, his record has been expunged. So he is going to exercise his right to vote this November. We talked about Trina. She is on an apology tour. She did a written apology. And I see your question, Lashia. I'm gonna get to that. Thank you for asking that, because you just reminded me that I gotta do the review for the recent episode. Shout out to Lashia89, keeping me. You see how y'all keeping me on schedule? I love it. I love it. I'm gonna answer that in a minute. What was I saying? Oh, Trina. She's on her apology tour. She apologized on the radio station recently, and she also typed or posted a written statement on her Instagram account. The comments were disabled last time I looked, which was late last night. What else? NENE Leakes said, leave her and her cheating husband alone. They got their side pieces and let them cheat in peace. She got plans to open up an establishment where everyone can have a good, nice time, listen to some good music, drinks, good bites to eat, nice atmosphere. I'm assuming a lounge, restaurant, bar, you know. You know whose establishment I like? Rashida's, right? Oh my gosh, the just the atmosphere is so fly. You know, Frost Bistro. I love the name. I love the decor. Anyway, what else did I talk about? Angela Simmons, she's on my screen. Let me get her out of here. No shade, Angela. Okay. Lashia89 wants to know, do you think bruh is better than sisters? Yes. And I'm going to tell you why. Trick is voting for the first time. Well, he said that on the reunion, right? That he was doing the public service announcement with Bobby Lights, saying he's not even registered. I don't even think Trick can register. Trick can't register to vote. I remember talking about that. Unless he paid off all his fines. Do you guys remember when, I think it was the mayoral election in Florida? Not mayoral. The gubernatorial election, I think. And they had promised to, or no, maybe it was the last presidential election. Anyway, they had promised that they were going to allow thousands of people with felonies and misdemeanors to vote. They were going to, they're passing that law. Well, just like I thought, I remember saying this. This was in Florida. They have stipulations, of course. You have to have all of your fines, any restitutional fees or any restitution that you are ordered to pay as part of like your release. You have probation and you have, you know, fines that you have to pay. All of them have to be paid up. So there's a loophole as usual with that, but that's not the way that they were promoting it when they were trying to get this bill passed. And I said to myself, I said, nah, they're not just going to hand out hand back voting rights for thousands and thousands of, you know, felons. It's not happening. Like, it's not happening. And so you could have been released from jail 3-4 years ago. But if all of your fines are not paid up, not a matter of up to date, like it has to be zero. Your balance has to be absolutely zero for you in order for you to be able to vote. So I wonder if Trick can vote, because I think he said that he's not registered, I think. But he probably can't. Loophole. Oh, it's going to be a lot of chaos. Voting season, people were able to vote early. Some people. They're sending the, the vote by mail. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. For those of you who do vote, who choose to vote, I would strongly encourage you, if you can, go to the voting booths. Go to the voting booths. That mail-in ballot is cute, but just research that. See who is in charge. Head postmaster, if you will. See who's being put in charge of the mail system. I'm talking in code. If you can go out to vote, if you can, go. I would suggest packing a little snack, packing a little lunch, because I guarantee you're going to be out there for some time. They're going to pull all the stops. You're probably going to have to go back home and come back another day. Watch. System's gonna be down, you know. Miss Mabel, who probably works the door, you know, senior citizen worked the door. They're gonna say Miss Mabel then fainted, so you guys have to come back. The locks on the door broke, so you're gonna have to come back. Trust me, they're gonna pull out all these stops. They're gonna pull out all the stops, so you might as well pack a little snack. You know, be prepared. It may not take you long. You may not have to be there for 2 hours, 3-4 hours. You may see, Josie, you just said it took you 2 seconds. It takes you 2 seconds. Yeah, well, everybody, it's not the case everywhere. Trust me. Make sure your ducks are in a row. After this, damn. You know what? Let me just post it now. After this live, I was gonna say after this live, I'm gonna post the link. But make sure you guys check to see if your voter registration information is up to date. Because I'm telling you, if you have a middle initial on your license and it doesn't match up with your voter, I'm telling you, they're going to turn you away. They're going to pull out all the stops. So just make sure you have your ducks in a row. Do I have the... Yeah, I do. I have it. I'm going to post it. This link you can check to see if you are registered to vote. Okay, back to while I'm waiting for this or whatever. Sisters and bruh. Bruh to me is better. And ain't nobody where. I live in Jason Voorhees. Where you live? Well, that's a good thing. You ain't got to wait in no long lines. That's good, because that can discourage people from voting too. Like, the lines be long and all types of foolery. Anyway, bruh is good because I think the acting is better. The guy that plays John, the one who owns the sandwich shop, he's funny as heck. I had the pleasure of watching his stand-up comedy that he did a couple of years ago. He's from Chicago, and it's on BET Plus because I do have the streaming service BET Plus. So I was just, browsing around and stuff like that, trying to find out more information on him because I know I've seen him somewhere. But he's a comedian, and he does a video with dang, I can't remember the guy's name. The guy that plays his cousin Leon. He has a YouTube channel, and I wish I would have remembered it. I can't remember. Anyway, he has like skits, well produced, well put together skits or whatever. Anywho, so he's a comedian. So I guess that's why he's a good actor. Then you have the mother who was she was the maid on For Better or Worse. Remember that Tyler Perry show that was on OWN? So she's a bit much, but she's funny. I like Bill, the tall, bald one. Mike is totally annoying. He's a total jerk. That's the short lawyer who's supposed to be the player, but he's a clown. Then you have Tom. He's the tall, light-skinned doctor. I like his character, too. He seems to be, like, the overly compassionate one. And then, mother blanking neighbor and that motorbike. Like, he be riding it all up and through here. All up and through the community. Anyway, yeah, but I like it. I like the pace of the show. I think this was the one that I'm going to be putting up later on today. I think it's episode 7. The show is only 20 minutes, 21 minutes, 22 minutes tops. There's no commercials. So I think that's a good thing. It's a lot more bearable, even though Mike is so annoying to me. Like, he gets on my nerves. But it's good so far. To be honest with you, like, I look forward to it. Not too many long and drawn out scenes. I don't know why it is better than Sisters. And it's funny because I think Sisters has the potential to be a lot better than it was. I do like the way that Tyler Perry ended Sisters. I was really impressed with the way Sisters ended. Very impressed. No, let me. Yeah, especially with Andy's story. Impressed. Because she didn't go without reprimand, you know? And I wonder if Tyler Perry did that intentionally, because I don't know if you guys have been watching my sister's reviews, but Tyler Perry is just like, is Andy his favorite? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is everyone singing her praises? Everyone that comes across her, oh, you a good girl. You a good this. You a good that. And in the end, she basically got her karma for being a home wrecker. Here go the link, y'all. You could check your voter registration status right there. So yes, I do think that Bruh is on BET Plus, by the way. Just to let you know, on the BET Plus app. I forgot how much it is each month. I know it's a subscription service, so every month you pay whatever the fee is. I'm trying to find other things to watch on BET Plus, but it's just like Tyler Perry Central. Like, I don't want to watch Tyler Perry movies, but you have old seasons of Martin, or old episodes of Martin is on there. I guess it is what it is. So that's that on that. But yeah, so far I like it. No complaints. All right. Girl, Temptation messed me up. What's Temptation? Oh, the Tyler Perry movie Temptation? Is that what what's her name? Journey Smollett? Is that the movie? Have you seen Dark Money on BET Plus? I liked it. No? Is that a movie? I'm going to check that out. Let me write that down. Hold on there. Hold on. Dark Money? Is that a movie? I'm assuming so. Dark Money. BET Plus. Oh, with Brandy? Temptation. I have to still watch Power. Girl, you you still ain't watched Power yet? You bugged out. You are bugged out. All right. Temptation is with Brandy, and I forgot who. Oh, it's a miniseries? Oh, now see, I like a good miniseries. Yeah, I like a good mini. Okay, I'm going to check that out. So you watched that. Okay, good. So maybe... Like, how many seasons in are we? Am I all the way? Am I late? Like, am I real late? The ending messed me all up. Oh, on Sisters? Yeah. The ending was good on Sisters. That to me, I applauded that last episode. I applauded that. Because I was like, there's no way that this girl is going to get... And she's the mistress. She knew he was married. There's no way that she and Gary are going to get away with this. And I guess Tyler Perry heard my silent request. Anyway. Ooh, all right. I'm doing good on timing. Yeah, I'm going to check that out. Dark Money on BET Plus. Good. Yeah, because I have to watch something else on there. You know. I don't need BET Plus to watch Martin. But, you know, if I throw it on every once in a while. I want to get the most out of my subscription. So thank you, Lashia. Oh, it's one season, but only 4. Okay, so good. Only 4 episodes. All right, I'm going to check it out. Dark Money. Sounds very dramatic. But how do you watch Bruh, Lashia? What do you think about Bruh if you watch it? It's a mini-series. All right, I'm doing good on timing, y'all. I'm just under 1 hour, and I'm getting ready to head out because I have to put up Bruh, and then I also have to get up this other video. Oh my God. Wait till y'all see who's coming to BET, y'all. Make sure your notifications are on. So if you're watching the replay, drop your comments. Keep all comments respectful, of course. You know what happens if they're not. Like the video if you liked it. If you're watching the replay, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you join the royal family. Make sure you click the notification bell. Oh, American Gangster Trap Queens is good too. I like Bruh So Far. Yeah, Bruh So Far is cool, right? Not to ruin it for anybody else that may see it, but can you believe what John did for Mike? Can you believe that, Lashia? I don't know if I would have did that for my bruh or my sisters with a SISTAS. Can you believe that? Wait till his mother finds out. If his mother finds out, she is going to cuss all of them out, because you see how she holds them in such high regard, and she just thinks that her son is just like, why you can't be more like your friends? Nah, you sure you want me to be like my friend Mike, ma? Can you believe what John did for Mike? You said I wouldn't. Okay, because there's no way I could call my mother from college and tell her, look, I need you to come pick me up from jail. Ain't happening. Don't call her. I couldn't call her and tell her that foolishness. Because she would certainly hang up. She would accept the call, and she would certainly hang up the phone and be on her merry way to work. Okay, I already know that. So that's why I didn't even try my family like that. My uncles probably would have came and got me though, but my mother, ain't happening. Anyway. All right. So, Royal Family, I'm signing off. Lashia, thank you for the suggestion. Dark Money, you said American Gangsters. Trap Queens is good. Trap Queens is on BET Plus. Is what's the name of the show that was on Epix? I watched it on the Fire Stick, but it was on Epix with what's his name? Forrest Whitaker. He was supposed to be Bumpy Johnson. Right? That's who he was supposed to be? Yeah, he was supposed to be Bumpy Johnson, like big time cat in Harlem. I started watching some of that. That was pretty good. Is that American Gangsters? No, I don't think that's American Gangsters. I forgot the name of that show. But I was binge watching a couple of episodes, and that was pretty good. What's the name of the show? I'm sitting here trying to remember the name of the show with Forrest Whitaker. Bumpy Johnson is who Lawrence Fishburne was in Hoodlum. And in American Gangster, the one with the movie with Denzel Washington. Bumpy Johnson was supposed to be his mentor in the movie. Anyway, all right, before I start sitting here rambling, let me get to work. I got to get to work, y'all. Okay. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today on the Morning Boogie live morning show with me, Royal B. Today is Saturday, June 6, 2020. So make sure y'all notifications are on, Royal Family members, because I will be back. Look out for the next video. Wait till y'all see who is coming up to, who's been invited to the BET. Jesus be offense. So I love you all for watching, and I will be back soon. Until next time, peace.